Hey guys, I'm here to do a quick tutorial on how to make a simple firecracker. Let me pause the music, okay? Um, I'm tired, okay? So this firecracker is gonna be super simple. I'm not gonna make it require a lighter or, you have to turn on your lighter to light the fuse or whatever. I'm gonna make it completely from scratch so you can just follow along or do whatever, I don't know. This is a simple tutorial. Honestly, I don't think you should use this in any game, but hey, you can probably transform and use it in your game if you want to. My coding skills are not immaculate, okay? But yeah, there's gonna be no cuts in this. I don't feel like editing at all, so we're just gonna make it from scratch in Studio right here. See, I literally made this place. It's literally just a new file. So I don't know. Let's make a fire. Let's make a firecracker. Let's start with the base here. So we got a cylinder going. Probably resize that light to, I don't know, that seems fine to me. Then we can make a string, or a fuse, I should say. So we can poke it out like that, turn to the side a little bit. Alright, that's a good fuse, right? So then what you want to do for that, I'm just gonna make that model. Let's call it firecracker or something, I don't know. So I'm gonna name our firework base. So I'm gonna name the big part our base, then our fuse, just fuse. It doesn't matter. You can call it whatever you want. I don't think it really matters. Let's make it look kind of pretty. So let's do that. I don't know. I guess carpet. I don't know. Let's make it black. A hmm. Where's smooth plastic? Okay. Okay, our big black firecracker. Uh, so what? I probably just insert a script into it. So you're going to insert object, insert a script. Uh, firecracker handler. So then we're gonna get into the actual. Actually, I'm gonna make the effects real quick. So the effects don't really. You can do whatever you want for the effects, but like, I need to know when I need to know when it's being lit. So you can make your effects however you want. Grab your particle emitter or whatever. Change the size. Up the light emission. So let's make it bright. Uh, let's actually make it go out the left. Oh wait, no, it's right. Let's make it go out the right. You know, it's a little long. I should probably change that. So like this, change it to that. It's still too long. Unless it's going way too fast. It's probably going way too fast. Okay, that's good, that's good. So then let's make the speed random. What's up the rate? I usually don't use transparency. I usually just go into the size. Go into here. Create a base right there. And size down to 0. Uh, that seems okay to me. Now I'm just making this really quick, so you might have to like look to see what I'm doing. So they just made a particle effect for the fuse. We have we have a base, so let's insert another particle emitter into the base. So let's start editing this. So with the explosion, usually what I do is I do 360 by 360 because that goes in a full circle. I usually do low lifetime for an explosion. Turn off the rate, cause that's stupid. 100 speed, the 200. How far does this go? Wait. So you can see we have like a, I don't know. It shoots the particles out. I don't consider that an explosion, because it goes way too far. So now that they're bright, we can probably up the drag to 5. Then we set the acceleration to -50 on the y-axis. So as you can see, it looks decent kinda. So I don't mess with the transparency to keep the full brightness of the particle. Do that. I mean, maybe you can add like a little, a little crackle at the end, right? Make it go up, then back down, like that. Boom, look at that. There's your firecracker. Or, your ground salute, whatever you call it. Okay, so now we got the particle emitter. We call it explosion. Explosion effect 1. Shoot, I spelled it wrong. 1 sec. Okay. So in our explosion, now you can, if you want to add smoke, you can add smoke, but I'm not gonna do that right now. So usually what I do in my particle emitters, I put a number attribute in them called emit. So you can set your emit thing to whatever you want it to emit. So like if you want it to be 5,000, which I don't know why you want to do that, cause look at that. I mean, you could probably make it 5,000, right? That'd be sick. Let's make it 5,000. 5,000 is a little lot, but you can do whatever you want. So, yeah. So let's go to our firecracker handler. I'm just gonna organize it. So I'm gonna put, sorry if I spell anything wrong. I can't spell nothing. I'm a little sped, but yeah. So we got our firecracker. Oh yeah, shoot, I forgot. We need a proximity prompt in the firecracker. That's what we use to trigger the function. So you can change whatever you want in the code, or in the prompt. I mean, sorry. So if you want it to be a whole duration of a quarter of a second, not a quarter of a second, like 75% of a second, you can do that. You can change the action. Interact. Just keep that interact. Let's say the objective is light fuse. Now, we're probably gonna need an explosion effect. So let me go to toolbox real quick. You can just literally get a random explosion effect. Explosion. Ow, my eardrums. Okay, let's do that one. You can just insert into your base. Just call it explosion. So, we got that down. Let's not make it so dang loud. Holy crap. Make it half a 90. Let's make it linear square. Let's not increase the volume. Let's make it lower, so it doesn't actually hurt my ears. Okay, so now we got explosion effect. So in our code, we can get our locals going. So like, base equals. Actually, let's get the model first. I'm a guy who writes a lot of locals, so I can stay organized. So let's get our model, then our base, fuse. So like that. Right. So I think I'm just gonna sorry. Let's get the prompt up here. Prompt, if we can spell prompt, equals base find. Well, we already know it's gonna be there, so we don't have to do the find children. So yeah, this could be prompt right there. So with our prompt, we're gonna do prompt dot triggered connection. Then we have the player argument, which is a need. So first, we're gonna check if the player is a character. If character. So if not character, then we're gonna return it. Then we're gonna get the humanoid. So we can check if they're dead or not. So if not humanoid or not, can I please spell this morning? Holy crap. Or not humanoid health is greater than 0. Okay, so now we know they're alive. So then what we do is you grab your fuse. You activate your fuse effect. So you put enabled equals true. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, okay. You activate your fuse for how long you want. You just want to make this a variable, like, I don't know, like fuse length. So you know what that number means. I use too many magic numbers in my code, so yeah, I guess I'll just do that. So when your fuse is running, for how many seconds you put in, like, so I put 5 seconds. We're gonna shut off the fuse. Also, right in the middle of this, you can probably add like a point light. Let's make it 24 since it's 5K. So like that, so it'll flash. So then after the fuse is done, we literally just do the explosion. So you get the base, explosion effect, emit, base, that explosion effect, get attribute, emit. So now it's gonna emit the number you put in. Holy crap. Then we do that. So we set the point light to true. A good number I found with the point light flash is probably almost like, what do you call that? 1/10 of a second? Yeah, that's a good amount of time. Then we set the point light enabled. We set the point light to false. We didn't play the explosion. I forgot to play the explosion sound. So then we're gonna play our explosion sound. So like that. Then during our explosion, just to make it versatile, we can do a for I loop. And so we're gonna remove the I. We don't need the I. We can call this part. Then we're gonna add an argument to make sure it's always a base part. I didn't explain that right, but it just tells me that, you know, this is always, it's gonna tell the code that this could be a base part. So I don't know how you explain it, but yeah. So we're gonna do our model. We're gonna get descendants. probably just get children, actually. Hold up. We're gonna get the children, guys. We're gonna get all the children. So model. Why is it not working? Why is the spelling thing not working? 1 second. The spelling thing's not working. See, I told you I need help. I need help with spelling. I don't know how to spell get children. Okay, so we check if it's a part. If is a part. So if it's not a part, then we return it. Oh wait, no, don't return it inside a loop, or it's gonna stop the loop. We're gonna want to continue it. So we set the part dot transparency to 1. We set the part dot can collide to that to false. Then we set if your parts are unanchored, anchored equals true. So if you want your firecrackers to be unankerd, you really just have to. You can probably get my welding plugin. That's what I use for fireworks. You can just click it and it welds it for you. So now it's welded, but it's unanchored. So like it'll stay together. I don't know if I missed anything. I could just test it, right? I think I'm stupid. I'm so tired. I probably forgot something. Triggered. Character. Oh, I spelled health wrong. My bad. Spell health wrong, of course. Okay. You probably have to disable the prompt. Oh, I'm scared. Okay. That wasn't that bad. I was closing my eyes. I thought it was gonna be terrible. Yeah, you can probably disable the prompt, which is really easy. You just have to say. So when the player enables it, or they trigger the prompt, you can just say equals false. Then there you go. Then we can probably increase this. There's too many effects going on, so we're gonna turn this from 5,000 to like, I would say 100's a good amount. So now it disables the prompt. We can step back and it explodes. That's like the most simplest firecracker. I don't know how long the video was, but or is. But yeah, if you can probably figure out how to add a lighter. Like if you want the players to have a lighter and they need the lighter turned on to activate it, you can just like literally say if character finds child of class tool, and you check if it's a lighter or not, and if it's on, you let him light it. I'm pretty sure you can you can turn off the whole duration. So if you really want to, you can add as many of these as you want. But beware, if you have a lot of these, each script is gonna like each one has a script in it, so it might not be the best, and you might want to make it modular. But as I said, this was a simple tutorial. So like now you can light all of them. Oh, I forgot to light that one. Well, rip. Yeah, that's it for this stupid tutorial. I don't know if you even considered a tutorial. I didn't really help you guys. I don't know, maybe you could do something with that. Man, I don't know the outro. Oh my gosh, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Like and subscribe. There's my outro. I'm too good at this. I'm making this awkward by not ending the recording. Oh, look into my mouth. Okay, I'll end it now, sorry.